What's up, everybody? Welcome to an all-new episode of Manga Weekly, a weekly podcast where two nerds sit down and recap two chapters of specific manga series. Like today, we are continuing Black Clover.
Black Clover.
I am James, and that is, of course, my pal, Logan.
Yeah, me.
What page are we on?
Page 7, Beast.
Yes. So, we have a little recap here. This is, of course, Chapter 7 of Black Clover. Asta, Magna, and Noelle, right?
Yes.
Have gone to a village to do a mission, which the mission was just
Supposed to be really easy.
A simple one.
It was like wrangling some animals or something like that.
Something for some guy because they lost a bet, right? Mm-hmm. Or something like that. So,
like a D-class mission.
Yeah. Well, it turned into something much worse because this town has been taken over by some dude.
Wait. This is very much like another...
What?
You named me another manga in which a team goes out on a mission that's supposed to be really easy, but they stumble upon some kind of mist. And it becomes a much more dangerous mission.
Oh, Naruto.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't think about that. And it is pretty early into...
it's very early.
Naruto as well.
And it's mist. And it's mist. A very...
Well, the mist is gone pretty quick, though.
Yes.
In this, at least.
That is true.
Know.
The mist
plays
never goes away in Naruto.
Yeah. So, yeah, of course, it has been quite a while since we... recorded, of course. We're both very tired. You might hear yawning.
Long day.
And this might not be as...
energetic.
Yeah, as it normally is. But
usually we do this either on our days off or...
Which is not... It's a
Saturday.
It's a long day.
It's been a long day. You know, a lot of drama, a lot of...
But we're just going to sit back and relax. I think I've got the... Try and sit back. See what happens if you sit back. Now talk.
Oh, hi. It's nice to see you again.
Yeah, no, yours doesn't work as well as mine does. I was going to say, you could probably sit back and just sort of take it easy.
I don't project as much.
I know, you need to project more.
You need to project from the diaphragm.
Project more. Because, see, my levels look pretty good.
I guess mine do not. My voice just cracked really badly. So
actually, it's not bad. I think you're good.
It's not bad.
You're good.
Not good.
But now, if you want to sit up, of course you can. I will just continue to.
I usually like to do it like this.
Okay. But yeah, so let's just jump right on into this here. So, page 7, the Beast. No, I'm sorry, just Beast. So we've got Asta confronting this dude. And these, what is it? It's just like 3 people. This team of guys that have taken over this village. And of course, Magna's wondering, who these dudes are.
After they just tried to murder all these people?
Yeah. Yeah, they had like...
Levitated like ice shards all over them.
So dude's magic is obviously an ice-based magic, I believe. Or somebody's... Yeah, it's his. It's the dude man's, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to go back and look a little bit. Yeah. You were not yawning this bad a minute ago.
It just happens. I'm about to yawn again.
Don't do it. Oh my god. Alright, so, yawns are supposed to be... What is it? Like a yawn is like addictive or whatever.
Contagious.
Contagious, yeah. But they say that most, like, serial killers... do not... It doesn't affect...
I don't think I've ever seen you yawn. I legitimately don't think I've...
You just yawned like 10 times and it hasn't
I don't think I've ever seen you yawn.
Uh-oh. It's revealing a little too much in today's episode of Manga Weekly. Dude. Get an energy drink or something. What the hell?
I don't know why. As soon as we get done here, I'm going to stop yawning. I guarantee it.
I hope you fall asleep tonight during the movie.
Well, screw you.
I'm not gonna tell you anything that happens either. So,
I'm not tired.
So the two of the hooded figures here are talking. They're saying that they didn't expect magic knights to show up.
Mm-hmm.
And they're also wondering how they were able to bust through the barrier, which was the mist, you know.
It seems like they collected reports, like the missions they're supposed to be going on. This is there shouldn't be a mission to go and get them yet.
Then they say that. Oh, by the way, this just reminded me because I saw this panel and you can really see the little half cape thing that they wear. You know, you can buy one of those now.
I saw that. I saw you post
so
it.
Awesome, dude.
The low price of $2,000.
How much is it? I didn't
have
open
no
it because
idea.
I knew I wasn't probably gonna be able to buy it, and I wouldn't wear it if I bought it anyways. Just be cool to.
Nah, wear it to work. You can
Totally could now. So anyway, so they're like, you know, these black bulls. They're talking about how the black bulls, they don't fit in with the rest of the magic knights.
They're the outcasts, the losers.
And then dude says he's got a pocket watch. And he's like 5 minutes. He says the villagers didn't know anything. We'll finish them off quickly and hunt for what we seek.
They're searching for something, it seems.
But then boom, here comes Asta.
Don't you ignore me!
Got the sword pulled up. And then we see mist magic, whirlpool of illusory mist. It's one of the hooded dudes. And he's like, you fool.
Oh, that's Lord Heath. You fool. Don't you think you'll approach Lord Heath so easily?
So we have a name.
I thought it was Lord Health when I first read it. I was like, wait, why is he...
Wander in the mist. But then Asta swipes up, saying nobody's wandering. Cuts through the mist. And so Lord Heath here is like, don't do it again. Do not yawn.
I can't. It's hard.
So
he recognizes that his sword negates magic.
Yes. And so Asta, yelling, can't just talk to somebody.
Asta does not talk.
Ask why they tried to kill the villager. So
I like it. He swung first, asked questions later.
Yeah, dude. So we get a little map here of the country, and you see you've got the noble realm. Then you've got on the outer edge of that.
This is is in out. So he's starting.
Yeah, starting in
very center is
noble. Then you move out. You've got the common realm. Then you move out further, and you've got the Forsaken realm.
And that's just some bad shit.
Forsaken realm has some.
Has Hage.
I think that's Hage.
Hage?
That's where they're from, right?
I think so. That's where Asta's from.
Then you got Rayaka, or probably Rayaka.
And Saucy.
And Saucy. So he says this village is in the Forsaken realm. He says the most inhabitants of the Forsaken realm are an inferior breed. The only magic they can use is petty, everyday magic. It's probably something I would get.
They're like real racist in this show.
They are.
They're real racist.
They are. It's sort of I don't know. What could you compare it
like the
to?
caste system?
Yeah. What'd I do with my water? Oh, Phil. Did you want something to drink, by the way?
No, I'll be fine.
Good, because I'm not offering you anything. He's like, they're like, I wonder what everyday magic is, though. Like you can, something like sweep off the ground, like the floor.
Like a little bit of wind, a little bit of fire to like start your stove with.
Probably like maybe you can.
You can flush your toilet.
Or or polish, like polish magic, chrome polish magic. Yeah.
OxyClean,
yeah.
Or Pine Saw.
Oh, can you imagine? The Pine Saw lady would probably have a pretty pretty cool magic, I think.
That's the power of Pine Saw, baby.
Yeah, dude.
That probably offended somebody.
No.
I'm sure it would.
So he says these dumb beasts could rob me of my time.
Real racist.
I was simply trying to clear them away beforehand. He says, you have enough magic to join the Magic Knights, don't you? You're simply trying to save them because it's your mission. But don't they look like pathetic animals?
Little does he know
that Asta is
he's lower than low.
And didn't Magnus say
Magnus from the lower ranges, but Asta, I'm talking about Asta has no magic at all. So he's like, there's like the dirt, and he's lower than the dirt.
Yeah.
He's like the worms inside of the dirt.
We'll get a little flashback here.
Little nun.
It's those, I think it's those two dudes that we saw at the very beginning of
These dudes just have nothing to do they? They just sit around on tree stumps all day.
Well, now originally, they were both standing leaning up on something originally.
Oh, yeah.
Still not doing anything.
Lazy.
So, but you got little Asta here, coming back from the grocery store, and he's wondering, why doesn't everyone just go up to the upper realm?
Mm-hmm. Just leave.
Yeah. But Sista, the old Sista here says, only people with powerful magic can live in the upper realm. There's prejudice against commoners with weak magic, even though we're all humans. And so Asta's like, well, then I'll get into the Magic Knights, become the Wizard King, and he says he'll get rid of that prejudice. Let me ask you something here.
What?
7 chapters in, do you think Asta will ever become the Wizard King?
No.
No?
No.
Who do you think will become Wizard King based on the people that we've
seen? You know will win.
You know we'll get it.
You know going to become the Wizard King. Oh, Asta might like be his Shikamaru, or even like
he'd be more like a
his like a Sasuke.
Probably like a Sasuke
that goes off and wanders and just rights wrongs.
Yeah.
But no, there's not a chance in hell that Asta is becoming the Wizard King. Because it just if
we've been using Naruto,
I know. But if in my world, Asta doesn't become Wizard King. Or I'll ask you, as someone who has seen it, has he shown any kind of character development besides just like calming down and not being the number one knucklehead black bull out there?
Well, the thing is, I feel like he's a good character.
I know he's good, but he's a knucklehead.
He is a knucklehead, but he cares.
Yes. But we talk about Naruto all the time. Naruto became Hokage because he grew up. Naruto was an idiot.
Even as far as I am current, we're not talking about
but by that time in Naruto had already grown a little bit.
There was years before Naruto properly grew.
No, by the end of part 1, he was
started out as a goob, though.
Yeah.
Like, he had a place to go. Asta started out like a caring kid who wanted to protect people.
Well, Naruto was caring.
Naruto was a little shit.
Either way, we are going way too off topic.
Yes. No, not really.
We're talking about Naruto.
But that's a good example, though. He did become Hokage. He accomplished what he wanted to from literally the very get-go. Why can't Asta do it? Why wouldn't they give it to Asta?
I'm saying if I were to do it, Asta would not become the Wizard King.
You'd give it to Yuno, or you wouldn't give it to any other character you've met so far?
Yuno would probably be the one that gets it, but Asta would not get it.
Or no,
slutty chick would get it.
Oh yeah, I always forget her name. Is it Wendy?
I don't know.
I feel like I said Wendy before, and
she's
was
chick.
Way off. But where was I going? Where I'm at currently, though, obviously development in the story has happened quite a bit, and I think I know who might become Wizard King if it ever, like, when it does.
It's
happen.
Yami, isn't it?
I'm not gonna say anything.
It's Magna. I knew it.
It's definitely. I will say it's definitely not Magna.
Magna's dead.
Although Magna's
dead. You just spoiled it.
Of course, everybody gets better and better. You know, like they have their moments. Okay, but I will admit that's something that I wonder, because I haven't watched the anime, and I know we try to steer clear of like comparing.
I've only seen the first episode, so.
But there are a couple characters in here that have a development that is not seen.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, oh, hey, we're back, and
I'm better
we're
now.
better now, you know? And I'm wondering, I need to ask Kevin, because I know Kevin is current with it.
I mean, there's a pretty easy way to check. If you go to the filler list for it, if you see filler list in the time where it seems like it's going to go, yeah, it shows it. If not, no. Before what I know,
I actually want to see that. That's something.
For what I know, Black Clover doesn't have that much filler.
No.
They've shown in anime have cut down on the filler tremendously.
Well, they're learning. So anyway, so you know, Asta, you got this little shit still though. You see him down there in the little corner. Screw this little
He's
shit.
even younger and even more shitty.
He says, the nun, she's like, thanks, Asta, you know. And the little kid says, the little shit, if the likes of you could make us richer, we'd be there already. And then, of course, you know, Asta gets a little crazy. But anyways, so we go back to now, and he says, those people are the ones I need to protect.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, everybody's looking at him like, oh my gosh, he's so brave.
He's so cool, oh my god.
And
what's the dick?
He starts to, oh great, cat's back. Lord Heath starts to pull some little ice out of the air, you know, doing some magic. And then the hooded dudes, they do some magic. Looks like they're doing some mist stuff.
Icy mist stuff.
And they're combining their ice and mist into what they call the endless ice cage. So I'm guess it looks like he's surrounding them all
with ice.
With this ice. And the same thing he was doing earlier.
Mm-hmm.
But originally it was just from up top.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's all around him. And Asta, what does he do here? He blocks him, right?
Well, yeah, first he asks, he's asked, can you protect them all if you're so wonderful?
Right. And so
then Asta shows up how he can block magic.
Yeah.
With the not sharp end of his sword.
So Asta sends the ice back at him. He dissolves the ice.
Mm-hmm.
But he says I can make ice shards last forever. So go ahead, try to protect them. And so Asta's, you know, swinging that sword like crazy as best he can. Magna jumps in, you know, blowing mofos away. And Asta's saying that, you know, they got their hands full protecting the villagers, but his magic's, you know, running out. And he says they have 4 people at Magic Knight level,
mm-hmm.
and that Heath hasn't even shown
his full potential.
Got, you know. But Magna knows that they're in trouble, but he says, real men don't cut and run. And so Magna jumps in there, and he's like, I'm a commoner,
mm-hmm.
you know, but I will protect you.
Then it seems like Chick tries
Noelle.
real hard to help. Real hard to help.
Noelle jumps in there, shoots a
water blast.
And it goes off to the left.
Directly to the left.
And so Heath's like, so I see one of you can't control your magic. Black Bulls must really be hurting for members. He says, weak beasts who can't even protect themselves, if you abandon them, you'll survive, you know.
He's giving them an out.
Yeah. So Noelle says, I'm a royal. I have the strongest magic here, or she thinks it, I guess. And yet I'm just holding them back because they're having to protect her as well.
Mm-hmm.
And Magna's like, retreat. And so she's running. She's thinking, running through everything that's going on.
She even tries to get. She's like.
She even starts thinking, maybe I should run.
Yeah, I'm a royal. I have no right to die here.
And then
think of the stories they would tell.
And then she feels a tug at her
little girl,
her clothes, and she looks down, and it's a little girl, and she's like, "Miss Magic Knight, please save us!" And boom, that's what did it, man.
The grimoire starts getting like more writing starts to go in the grimoire,
and so the narrator says, "As its bearer grows, new magic is carved into the grimoire."
Does it mean like taller? Does like if you like get like
shut up,
like a foot?
God, this growth is usually the amplification of magic through trials, or improvement in the usability of magic.
See, it just answered me. So,
but sometimes
it is
heightened emotions, sudden changes, or strong resolution can trigger it. And Noelle's like, this little girl's asking for help. I can't possibly run. And she goes down on one knee. Something happens. We get a bright flash. And we get water creation magic. Sea Dragon's Lair.
Looks like a shield type of magic.
So she has shielded them with water. And she yells, I am a royal. No, sorry. I am royalty. I'm making my own stuff up here. And a black bull. I will protect the people of this country. And so Magnus like, yeah, I knew you could do it.
You just have to try. Don't be a little bitch.
And Heath is like, oh shit, what is this?
Oh, I messed up now.
The beast had been waiting for the chance to strike back, for the instant when his jaws would close on his enemy's throat. And so Asta, during all this confusion, right, bolts over at Lord Heath, sword straight at him, and he says, he yells, I've got no magic, but I'm still going to take you out. Does he hit him? He hits him.
Well,
he hits him.
Well, that's the next chapter.
It looks like he hits him.
Look at the next chapter.
And that is the end of volume 1. Well, the end of chapter 7, also the end of volume 1. Get some cool illustrations here of the church kids. We have a
Little Dick.
We do have a name for Little Dick.
Nash. That seems like a dick name.
Little Dick. Rev Chi of Chain Magic. Cool little illustration there.
They have a ad for Assassination Classroom.
They do. So let's move on to chapter 8, which is in volume 2, which is called Those Who Protect. He hits him.
He does, in fact, hit him.
Dude starts spitting out blood. Because that was probably like a kidney blow or something.
It looks pretty dead on. It looks like the chest.
Oh, yeah, it's the chest, dang it.
Still, hit the heart, blood's going to come out.
Yeah. And so...
Look at that. He looks bored when he hits him. Like when he's spitting out the blood, he's just like, oh, god damn, some bitch.
Blood. And everybody's like, did he get him? But we see that he used some ice he put some ice on the ground, and it made Asta skid a little bit, which caused him to lose some momentum. So Heath says, as he glares at him, your sword may be able to negate magic, but you might as well be a normal human. Dude, I just thought of something. We should totally change Manga Weekly up. And instead of being like just a basic recap, we fully act out the chapters.
No.
We get a full cast of people in here.
A full cast?
Yeah.
Can I be the director?
And voice actor.
No.
Dude, you suck. We'll get that. If whoever's listening, if you want that, let us know over on Facebook at Talking Nerdy 815.
What actors are we gonna get?
Me, you, Kevin, and one other.
Who are gonna play the women?
We only have one mic. Hello. We can play the women.
Oh yeah, I'm Noelle. I'm a royal. I'm royalty.
Boom. Done. Say no more. Anybody who wants to hear that, you let us know at Talking Nerdy on Facebook. You can let me know on Twitter at Mr. Mighty Duck. You can let Logan know at Lawaj Lee on Twitter. Email us at talkingnerdy815@gmail.com and email us at mangaweekly815@gmail.com.
Water creation magic, dragon's lair.
Dude, this is going to be awesome. So anyways, now, though, we get ice magic. Heavenly Ice Fang.
Ooh.
And so...
That's nasty.
Heath says, it's my turn, and he shoots out this giant...
iceberg
spike of magic, or ice magic. And, well, that makes sense. Hits Asta. Asta goes down.
Sleep there for eternity.
Yeah, and he just, casually walks by. So we're seeing... Even though Asta and Magna and Noelle obviously have some spiffy, magic or some...
They're human.
In Asta's sense, is obviously pretty... He can do they can all do something, but folks like this are like...
On the next
level. Different level, Because even though Asta hit him good, he's just walking away, like still kicking ass. So he walks over to Noelle and he says, that's some pretty tremendously powerful magic. However, it looks like I'll be able to make an entrance for one. Oh, an entrance for one. It's been about 25 seconds. This dude got a fetish with time or something.
Oh, yeah, no, he fucking jacks off the time.
You seem to love stealing my time. That's going to cost you. So
that's what it is. He values his time to an extreme.
And I totally
by
can
seconds?
Relate to this guy.
It's like, you took up 5 seconds.
But
Goodbye.
You know how I am about I like.
You are very efficient. Save steps. Save steps.
Saves you some steps. So this actually kind of works in his favor, though. She's creating a water, barrier. He does ice magic. Uh-huh. He can just freeze the water, right? Let's see. Let's continue. So he's trying that. He's got his hand on the barrier. And Magnus thinking, I got almost no magic power left, but I'll have to fight. He said, flame and ice. Oh, is this Game of Thrones?
A song of flame and ice?
I think it's Ice and Fire.
I know what it is, but...
No, do you though?
A Song of Ice and Fire.
I don't even think
first book is Game of Thrones. Fuck you.
What's the second book?
What is the second book?
Clash of Kings.
I was gonna say Storm of Swords is the third one.
Yes,
and the fourth is Ravens.
No,
is it? It's Feast for Crows.
A Feast for Crows, and then a Dance with Dragons.
Dance with Dragons.
And we'll never get another.
We're never getting Winds of Winter. Winds of Winter is never coming out.
We're never getting another book. Like people really should just
stop.
Just deal with that. I have all the books. I've read all of them. I actually, for some reason, have 2 copies of the second book. I literally have no idea how that happened.
Do you have like the big one and the little one, or do you just have 2?
No, they're literally the same style of book. But I have 2 of them. I don't have 2 of any of the other ones. Why do I have 2 of the second book in the series?
Maybe you borrowed it from somebody and then you didn't realize you still borrowed it and you bought.
No.
Maybe you buy one get one free. You buy one, you get the same copy for free.
Why would I? No, nobody does that. That's stupid.
No, you don't choose it, but it's like buy one for yourself and we'll give you a second one to give away. I
would have remembered that
because they do that sometimes.
Do you want it?
I mean, I'll take it.
Done. Say no more.
Cool.
So
you only have one. I only have the second. Yeah, the second book. I have the other ones on audiobook, but I don't have.
Do you?
Any? Yeah, that's how. That's what I was like. What do you mean? I read the fucking book?
Do they get into it like? How does that audio like? Because I don't do audiobooks.
The person who reads the book, Roy Dotrice, he won the Guinness Book of World Record for most different voices.
But is there sound effects and
he makes the sound effects?
Oh, see, I don't like that.
The horns is like Haru.
Oh no.
And the songs he sings them.
Well, that's cool though.
The bear.
That's cool.
That is cool.
I get into that, but like, there's some Star Wars ones that we actually were listening to one on the way back from Chicago, and they put music into it.
Duel of the Fates.
It's not. It was not Duel of the Fates. That was fucking awesome. But they put the music behind it, and they'll put ship sounds.
Yeah.
And even like if they're flying, like say you're in a speeder, like an open speeder, and they're having a conversation in the speeder. The whole time they're having the conversation, you'll hear the like the hum of the speeder.
That is cool.
It's pretty cool.
Gets you immersed.
More into it. Yeah.
I would say
those are probably older though.
Yeah, they're old.
These are like
because I don't know.
I don't know. They've been out since the 90s.
He did do a one for Dances with Dragons. When did Dances with Dragons?
Dances with Dragons came out of several years. Like it's several years old, so that one might.
I don't think it does, but I know for a fact the first 4 don't.
Yeah, because those are old books.
Yeah.
When I first got them.
When did Game of Thrones come out? Not the show, but the first book.
Like 98, 97?
Yeah, that's before I was born.
Yeah.
So.
I had no idea.
This man has been writing books before I was born, and I'm about to watch the end of his series.
Yeah. A friend of mine forced me, basically, to watch the first episode of Game of Thrones. Mm-hmm. So the first season had been out. I had no interest in watching it. I did know Sean Bean was in it.
And you knew he was going to die.
I was like, fuck yeah, like Sean Bean, that's Boromir.
Yeah,
like,
Boromir, dude.
I'm not going to watch it, though, because I don't want to. But he forced me to watch it. So it's like, I like that. I will read the books, though. That's what I do.
That's compromise.
I watched the series, obviously, but I was like, I want to read the books. So I picked up the book. Had no idea them suckers been out since the 90s.
They're old as fuck. They're old as fuck, and they're fucking huge.
They are huge.
They've
gotten smaller though, I think.
Yes,
or they may have gotten bigger actually.
I think they actually got bigger because I think Storm of Swords is literally like 100 hours.
That's too much.
Of book.
That's too much.
What kind of stuff. I listen to a podcast that's 4 weeks for 4 hours every week nonstop.
That's too much. Our show, our Manga Weekly show that we start doing a full voice cast for is only, it won't be that long.
Well, this one's about to be an hour.
It'll be pretty good
because we just stopped talking about Black Clover. We just went on Game of Thrones for like 5 minutes.
It's Game of Thrones though. It's great. It's great stuff.
Doesn't bother me. I like talking about Game of Thrones.
Magna is thinking that he has the advantage in this fight, even though he's got very little magic. When it comes to the attributes, he'll have the advantage. I
think he says that in normal circumstances he wouldn't, but there's a circumstance right now that makes it where he can.
But he goes even further and says, doesn't even matter though.
Yeah,
because this guy's magic is just too strong. Guess he just says, I guess I'm up against the wrong guy. But he's got that smile. Sorry, he says, sorry, Mr. Yami, against this guy, I'm pretty sure I can't win. And then,
I'm not done yet!
We're going to have to, when we record, we're going to have to get a proper producer because that shit was crazy. If anybody's listening to this in like headphones, oh, poor guy.
He's screaming. He has to listen.
That's why you have to learn. I don't think I'll let you voice Asta. No offense, but
I don't want to voice Asta.
He has to yell all the time, and you have to learn that if you're going to yell, you got to back up off the mic some. You know what I'm saying?
That was reactionary. I didn't think I was going to do that.
If this is an audition for my show, you are not doing great.
I don't want to be on your fucking show.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Play 7 characters.
Well, what's 7?
Noelle, Miss Charmy, Nash, sister.
Children and women.
Children and women. Forte.
Okay.
So
I can do that.
Which one was that, Nash?
They're all the same.
So Magna says, I can't win. He starts to say, I can't win. But, here comes Asta from behind with that fucking sword. Goes for the swing.
Too slow. Ice Fang right up in his face. Lord Heath's like, you're tough. I'm impressed, but you can't swing your sword with those injuries. And up gets Asta. Says, I'm not done yet. Again.
There's my sound effects. That's how we're gonna do. What the fuck? There's no lasers in this thing. There's no shooting. Shut up. So gets hit again. Boom. Not done yet. And so we get a little thought. You know, Magna starts thinking back about
his hometown when he got into the Black Bulls,
and everybody's stoked for him. You know, telling him, "I can't believe a guy from here, got into the Magic Knights and how he's the pride of the village." And he's like, getting into the Magic Knights, was great, but now you've hit your limit. Don't you think you've done enough, Asta? And then Heath's all, "There's no way you can win this. Why don't you give up?" And then Asta says, "If I give up, who's going to protect them?" I realized, you see, this isn't just to keep a promise. I'm going to become the Wizard King in order to protect everybody. This causes a shudder. One of those, like, those
full
chills,
body just
goes over Magna. So this is the first time they're hearing this, I guess. They haven't heard his
spiel,
his proclamation of becoming the Wizard King yet.
I think he's just kind of said it in passing, or like he may have just
Maybe.
he may. This is the first time Noelle's definitely hearing about it,
and she's all like, "What is he? Oh, do it for me."
Wizard King, what is he talking about?
And then Magna takes a punch to the face from himself and says, "What am I doing giving up? You're a real man, Asta. This magic, I can just walk out from inside it, right?" And then he says, "Take care of the villagers, Lady Noelle." And so we get back to, Clockman, and he's all, talking about how ridiculous a dream that is. And but unfortunately, he's about to die. And so we get this page is actually a little tough to. What is going on in that little panel? Does it get hit or something? Anyways, you just see you see somebody say, "I'd let you kill him, moron." And you got Magna, he's out, and he says, "If you're gonna off that guy, you gotta get through his superior first." And so he's like, "Are you so eager to die early?" And then Magna's like, "Bring it! Let's do this, Asta. Remember the baptism?"
The baptism! We're getting ready. We're to baptize you in this some bitch's blood.
Why? Now you have offended some people. You've offended those young white Southern Baptists that are listening to our show right now.
We're about to baptize in the blood of this non-believer.
Jesus. So Magna sends out all the magic that he's got left.
Take this, you son bitch.
Flame, he sends out a prison death scatter shot.
Is this what he did before, or
similar?
Yeah, because it is the same. I just don't remember the same name.
And so he sends the fireballs at Heath, and then Heath's like, "So this is your final magic." And then what is this here? It looks like he sends ice down towards Magna is what it looks like here, right? And he also brings up a crystal shield, ice magic crystal shield, and he says, "You're much too wasteful." But see, what he didn't realize was that he let some go past him. He only blocked the ones that were going to hit him.
Yeah.
And Asta,
he didn't think,
from behind says, "It's not a waste." And he deflects all of them.
All of Magna's shots
at each one of the dude man.
The disciples.
And
one at dude man.
He one at Heath and one at each of the disciples. And so it hits all of them.
Even
this is great though. This is great. So you remember Ice was coming down at, I'm pretty sure he basically expected
to die.
He was done, Noelle
Controlled her magic.
put a baby barrier over him.
Because when she first did the big one, I thought, well, she didn't really control it. She just did a big, huge one. So, no, she actually controlled this one.
And I absolutely love this panel right here. So, you're getting the outside Noelle and the inside Noelle, right? She's all like, you better freaking thank me, and she calls him a spiky-headed delinquent.
Yeah.
But inside, she's like, I control my magic. She's loving it. I love Noelle.
Mm-hmm.
And
this is a freaky looking art panel right here.
Yes. So, Heath is on fire.
He's like at first he looks real calm, like normal.
Yeah.
The flames won't go out.
He gives a. Assuming this one. And then he says, in that case, I'll just have to freeze them. And he starts shooting ice from his body, right? But Asta says, I'm not done yet. His signature, that's his tagline.
Mm-hmm.
And that eye says it all, man. That surprise eye, open and wide. And Asta says, my body still moves. And then dude's like, wait. And then he says, no way, I'm gonna wait. And Asta just brings that big ass sword down onto Heath and ends the chapter.
That's it. Heath is 31. You're older than Heath.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Why you always bring up how old
he's actually he's born November 14th.
Let me ask you something, because this is something I have a problem with ever since I was a youngster.
What?
Nothing ever happens on my birthday. When you see dates in movies, or you see something like this where a character has a birthday, never ever happens on my birthday. I see a shit ton of November 5ths.
Actually, there is a lot of 13th is kind of important.
Is it?
March 13th. Happens on Friday the 13th. But it happens like once every 7 years.
It's true. It's true.
I think it just happened, actually.
Yeah?
I think so.
I see November 5th. They always go right around me.
Yeah, never November 6th,
man. I always thought that would be so cool to have something. Zach swears up and down, and I haven't looked at this yet. I need to look it up, that him and Sasuke share a birthday.
What's his birthday?
I don't fucking know. I should probably learn that. But anyway, so that's Black Clover chapters 7 and 8.
Yep.
Are you still
still very much enjoying it?
Yes.
It actually keeps getting better and better and better.
Yes.
I'm
loving it.
November 6th, 1860, Abraham Lincoln elected as president.
Really?
Yes.
Finally. Nothing. So there was that on November 6th, and then James was born on November 6th, and that's the only two.
That's it.
That's the only two big events in history.
That's it. That's the only one you really need.
And I feel like mine overshadows. I feel sorry for Mr.
Fuck
President.
Abe.
But
what did Abe ever do?
Mine kind of overshadows that. But what's honest? Who gives a shit about honest Abe? So.
Oh, Jefferson Davis is elected president of the Confederate States of America. That also happened on that day.
That's the only thing that's ever going to happen because of the stupid elections and shit that are all in November.
It's just elections.
It's just election stuff. And then some random kid was born, and then it's back to election stuff.
Science Day for Peace and Development.
Boring. So I'm still loving. I love Black Clover. It's definitely top of my up there on the top of my list. Definitely my top 3 favorite manga going. Oh, I'm sorry. Get your big feet out of the way.
They are pretty big feet.
What would you like to add to the end of the show here?
I don't know.
Any thoughts? we've kind of gone away from picking our favorite panels and
Yeah.
stuff like that. We'll go back.
If I had to pick
will
one,
go back.
the last panel,
Very last panel of chapter
Yeah.
8 when he's nailing, when he's cracking.
Yeah, that would be my
that one's
favorite.
great. We'll go back to that. Like I said, we're just
this is a relaxing one,
we're tired.
as you can tell by how distracted we got.
Yeah. Next one we'll probably end up talking about Avengers. We're
Avengers.
going to see Avengers tonight. We'll podcast about that next time we do Manga Weekly.
You have to tag it with spoilers, though.
Oh yeah, no, it'll be a week. Come on, if you haven't,
We'll at least say that we're going to talk about it. We can't just start with be like, okay, this is what happened in Endgame.
I take back something that I've expected for a long time now.
What?
I don't think Iron Man will die.
No, Iron Man's not dead. Cap's dead.
I think Cap will die.
Mm-hmm.
And who do you think's going to take over though? Winter Soldier
For the Captain America
as
mantle?
Captain America, or
it has to be Bucky or Falcon.
Falcon. That'd be great. I liked Falcon's run as Captain America in the comics.
I liked Bucky, but I didn't read them.
That's the obvious.
I didn't read them, but I liked the pictures, and I liked with the arm and everything.
Know how to read.
You're right.
No, the suit. That's what drew me to it. I mean, I saw the suit, which is, a Captain America looking suit, but it's also a Falcon looking suit, and you have the shield plus his wings, and it's all like it all comes together like really really cool. I like that. And he of course he still has, what's his name, Red Wing? Is that what he calls him?
I have no idea.
His little buddy.
I have no idea.
Oh my god!
I don't read comics. I'm not a nerd.
Not?
I'm not a nerd.
Oh, do not even. Son of a gun.
I read one comic series, and that's Power Rangers. That's it.
Nerd.
What's this right here?
That's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Beyond the Grid.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That's not mine. I'm holding that for a friend.
What friend?
Jim.
Jim?
Mm-hmm. Jim Jackson.
Jim Jackson?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
From Little Rock.
Little Rock?
Yeah. I'm holding that for him until he can get it. Yeah. I swear.
Where does Jim Jackson work?
Jim Jackson works at the auto parts store. Napa Auto Parts.
Napa know-how?
Yeah. On the corner of Bowman and 7th.
What's his phone number?
501-765-2391.
What's his wife's name?
Samantha.
Oh, fuck you.
No, fuck me. Why fuck
you?
What do you mean? That's his wife's name.
Okay.
What? He has a dog.
A duel?
He has a dog.
How many dogs?
Just the one dog. It's a Cocker Spaniel.
Mm-hmm. See, Jim sounds like a guy who had a Cocker Spaniel.
Yeah. He's kind of a douche.
Then why are you holding his comic books?
He asked me. And by the way, if you touch a man's comics, you best put them
touch a man's comics?
A man's Jim's a man.
Okay, but you're like, touch a man's like it's yours.
No, these ones are mine.
These ones are yours?
Yes. Why are we talking about this on the thing?
I don't know.
I apologize.
I don't know, Jim.
Thanks
why are we
for
talking
listening,
about Jim?
And we will see you next time.